Hi, sweeties. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to the channel. I got my hair done. I got my nails done. Just did them now, actually. But today's video is about my top three manifestation techniques. Okay, great. First one, scripting. Right? This is essentially just you writing down whatever it is that you want. Okay, whatever it is that you're manifesting, right? You know that thing where when you were back in high school or primary or whatever, they tell you that when you're studying, don't just read what you're saying, write it down because then your brain remembers it. It remembers whatever you write down, right? Study techniques like active recall. You study whatever you're studying and then you go and you write it down without looking at your notes. Writing makes things real. So when you're writing it down, your brain is like memorizing whatever it is that you're putting on paper. And it's also making it a physical thing. When you think about something, your brain might make it seem way bigger or more complicated than it actually is when it's really not that deep. So when you write it down, then your brain, you tend to see the situation for what it is. You're seeing it in the outside perspective, if you will. So when you script it, you're making your manifestation a real thing instead of just making it a thought. Instead of it just living in your brain, now you're actually bringing it into your 3D. And when something is written down, like that's like you sort of making it. Think of it when you're scripting, think of it as you making a contract with the universe, right? A contract is something that is binding and it's on paper, and then you sign it and it's final. All right? So when you're scripting, I want you to think of it as like you're making a contract with the universe, that these are my manifestations and I'm signing it at the end, that this is what I manifest, and now I'm giving it to you for you to make it a real thing. All right? But also remember everything that I said in last week's video. Great? Great. Number 2, mirror work. I was watching Jin's puppy interview day before yesterday, I believe. Yes, I was watching his puppy interview, and he was talking about mirror work in its essence, like just mirror work as a whole, like what it is, right?
아침에 일어나서 샤워를 10분 동안 딱 합니다. 수분 크림을 딱 바르고 밖을 나서죠.
Natural handsome.
Yeah, natural hands. I agree.
Do you have any secrets?
저는 제 자신에게 최면을 겁니다. 너는 잘생겼다. 거울을 보고도 너는 잘생겼다. 이렇게 얘기하면은 제가 그걸 스스로 믿게 돼서 제 유전자가 저를 좀 더 잘생기게 만들어 주는 것 같아요.
That is mirror work. That is it in its essence. That is. If you watch Kim Sok Jin's puppy interview, you will see that this man manifests. Whether he's aware or he's not aware, but he is using the law of assumption in his everyday life. In just his thoughts alone, his mentality is the law of assumption. You looking in the mirror and telling yourself that you're beautiful, that you're good looking, that you're handsome, that you're gorgeous. You are looking at yourself in the mirror. Not only are you affirming that and assuming that that is what's going to happen, but you're also like, how do I explain it? It's like you're telling your reflection to just follow. You're looking yourself in the eye. When you constantly tell yourself something, you start to believe it, whether it's a lie or it's the truth. So if you can learn to keep telling yourself that, no, this person's not lying to me, no, this person, like, have you noticed when either a friend or a partner starts acting a bit you want to convince yourself that no, they're just busy, no, it's this, no, it's that, no, it's this, no, it's that. You will tell yourself so many things until you actually end up believing them. You will gaslight your brain into believing that you believe those things, even though this person's actions do not align. So why not gaslight your brain for the right things? That is my damn. That is my life motto. Gaslight your brain like crazy. So if you're going to look at yourself in the mirror, not only are you affirming it, but you're looking yourself dead ass in the mirror and being like, you're beautiful. Your reflection has no choice but to follow that. I realized just the other day that I have manifested the body that I have right now. As a child, I didn't even know I was manifesting it. I always told myself that when I grow up, I'm going to be one of those girls that eats as much as she wants and she's not going to gain weight. If she does gain weight, then it's not going to show. And that's exactly the body that I have. If I gain weight, you will see it on my face. Like right now, I am quite. Mm, I'm very fresh right now. It will cinch down. I had academic stress. It will cinch down very soon. And my thighs. Those are the only two places where you will see that I've gained weight. The rest of my body, nothing. I still keep the same body shape. Even if the scale changes, it doesn't show on my body. Why? Because that's something that I manifested when I was a child without even realizing it. And I was like a chubby baby. Like even as a toddler, I was there, big mukaba and everything. But then I just grew out of it. Why? Because that's what I constantly told myself as a child. Like, I'm gonna be one of those girls. I'm gonna be one of them. So mirror work in its essence is you just looking at yourself in the mirror. And when you look at yourself in the mirror, you'll feel the feeling of whatever you're saying. It's going to trigger a specific feeling, whether that's joy, whether that's happiness, whether that's insecurity, fear, anxiety, whatever feeling. When you're looking at yourself in the mirror, the first few times it's going to feel awkward if you've never done it before. I've gotten to a point where I used to be insecure at some point, but I've gotten to a point where I can sit in front of a mirror for 100 hours straight, 10,000 hours straight, and I will not get sick of myself because I am so in love with myself and my reflection that it's sickening sometimes. My mom would be like, oh my god, this child and the mirror. Yo, this child and the mirror. A mirror hates seeing me coming. That's a lie. That is a lie. All right. So it's going to trigger a specific emotion. Then, whatever emotion it triggers, then you know what to work on. If it triggers anxiety, why is me saying that I am beautiful triggering anxiety within myself? Then you can work on that. But mirror work in its essence is exactly that. It works quicker as well. Then, listening to audio is my third and final point. No? It's like listening to music. It's like listening to a podcast. It's like listening to anything whenever you need to study. Let's say you are studying for an exam. You would tend to listen to a podcast, especially if you're an auditory learner. You'd listen to a podcast or you'd watch a YouTube video about the concept. It makes you understand it better when you hear it out loud, right? So, listening to a podcast or listening to a video that affirms certain things. Like I used to listen to the Wizard Liz. She had like morning affirmations. I used to listen to that every morning. And now I am unstoppable. You can't touch me. You can't humble me. You can't. I'm untouchable. So find either be it on YouTube or on Spotify or whatever, sometimes even on TikTok, certain videos that align with whatever you're manifesting. Listen to that every single day. Whatever you repeatedly listen to, your brain will be accustomed to hearing and it would start believing them. So if you're listening to audio constantly talking about how lucky you are, how the universe loves spoiling you, how everybody around you spoils you, how you're a millionaire and you deserve a luxurious life, listening to that constantly, that is going to tell your brain that this is something that is familiar. And when it's familiar, your brain starts believing it. That's why sometimes you end up having a crush on someone that you see almost every day. It's not necessarily because you actually like this person, it's just familiarity. Your brain is used to seeing the same person, so it's going to make you start liking this person just because you see them every day. So if you listen to the exact same audios that align with whatever it is that you're manifesting, your brain gets accustomed to hearing all those things and it will start believing them. And when you start believing them, that's when you start embodying the type of person who deserves and lives that type of lifestyle. and then that lifestyle will come to you. You do not chase it, you will attract it, because now you are aligning with the person that is living an abundant life, not a person who does things out of a lack mindset. All right, so that is it for my video today. Next week I will probably do on maybe tips on how you can align with your manifestations, things that I've done that have worked for me. But for today's video, that is it. Let's do a quick recap. The 3 techniques that I would sell my soul for. Number 1, scripting. Write it down. It makes it real. Number 2, mirror work. You saying it to yourself in the mirror makes you believe it. You saying it to yourself in the mirror makes it real. Think of the mirror as another dimension. You're opening the portal to the dimension of the things that you are affirming to. And lastly, listening to audios. Your brain hearing the same thing over and over again, it starts believing it because it's familiar to it, and that helps you align with the type of person that is living that lifestyle. It helps you align with your higher self. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I love you, sweetie, and I hope that you have a great week. Mwah, mwah, mwah.